At a minimum, we were required to attend 150 classes, help instruct 60 classes, assist in 9 color belt exams and 3 black belt exams, and compete in at least 1 tournament. We learned 2 new forms, 12 new knife defense moves, and 7 new kicks. We mastered 10 nunchuck steps, more or less as you saw tonight, as well as nunchuck combinations, and created our own form using our nunchucks. We had 5 pre-tests, all with study guides, and 3 mandatory practices for tonight's exam. We created a Hoshinsul routine of at least 15 moves and put it to music. We broke 2 concrete blocks, participated in an endurance and sparring session, and after that ran 3 miles. Oh yeah, and we continued to work on 10 old forms, 4 falls, and the hardest part, relearning 8 self-defense sets and 12 Hoshinsul moves on the wrong side. They tell you it's the opposite side, but it's just really the wrong side. And one of the first things Master Lee told us upon receiving our first degree black belts, you're responsible for your own training. There were no more instructors mentoring us, watching us, and correcting our mistakes. We begged time from other black belts, often picking up their bad habits as well as their good habits. There are very few black belt classes, some of them over before we even finished working for the day. In addition, I'm older. I've broken a few more toes, and the arthritis is really settling into my fingers and wrists. It really has been a challenge. Every person is faced with challenges, some greater than others. Some of us wear our challenges on our sleeve, or in today's environment, on Facebook. Others don't. And what challenges one person doesn't necessarily challenge someone else. Maybe you struggle to put yourself through college. Maybe you can't afford to pay your bills, so you live off a kerosene heater for the winter and use the payphone across the street. Maybe you have major surgery without health insurance and it takes years to pay the bills. Maybe your son is diagnosed with multiple mental and emotional disorders, resulting in hospitalizations for weeks or months at a time, several times a year, year after year after year. Maybe he grows up to be homeless and out of touch for months at a time. Maybe you're told your beautiful daughter has learning disabilities that will prevent her from graduating from high school, driving, or holding a job, and she will never be able to live on her own. Maybe the toll life takes on you results in a depression that is so severe you step away from everything and everyone. Maybe someone you love passes away before their time. Maybe you simply have a flat tire at 11:30 at night in the middle of nowhere with no cell phone. Maybe life is not challenging enough, so you go back to school in a completely new field, start your own business, or sign up for Taekwondo lessons when you have absolutely no athletic ability. These are all my challenges, at least the ones I'm willing to put down on paper. However, I stand here today a college graduate who plans on retiring to the warm country of Costa Rica, where no heat will be needed, whose son has been stable for about 6 months, and whose daughter graduated from high school, drives, has a full-time job, and will eventually live on her own. Right, Toya? I've done a great job of saving money for the unexpected. I can change my own tire in the dark, and I still miss my best friend. This past year, I hiked the Inca Trail in Peru, finally got a smartphone, which I hate, and today, at the age of 54, I'm testing for my 2nd degree black belt. Some people tell you life is boring without challenges. Please let me be bored today. They tell you challenges make you a better person. I'm fine with who I am. I no longer want to be a better person. People tell you you will only be faced with the challenges you can handle. We should be so lucky. They tell you the challenges you face make you the person you are. That's simply not true. The challenges we face do not define who we are. Instead, we are defined by how we respond to those challenges. Can we face our challenges with dignity, even in defeat? on bad days as well as good days? Can we show compassion to ourselves as well as others, to those less fortunate and to those more fortunate? Are we committed to persevere even when faced with insurmountable odds? In our darkest moments, can we find some way to laugh instead of cry? That brings me back to the question, what is a black belt? To me, it's living with whatever challenges life hands you, or you willingly pursue, with dignity, compassion, commitment, and humor. While I hope the challenges I face in the future are easier than the challenges I have faced in the past, I know I will continue to be challenged, as will each of you. When we can, may we seek to lessen each other's burdens instead of add to them. During my Taekwondo journey, I have crossed paths with many worthy black belts. And while I can't thank all of them, there are a few very special people whom I must mention. As it happens, they are all second-degree black belts, or they will be at the end of tonight. What a privilege it is to join their rank. Rebecca Lively, thank you so much for your help and encouragement. Your willingness to do whatever and be here whenever, as well as your pound cake, has been a tremendous help. Mike Cognit, I've known you since my Taekwondo journey began many, many, many years ago. You have always been my favorite instructor because of your patience and kindness. However, it's your dignity, compassion, commitment, and humor that make you one of the best black belts this school has ever produced. Eileen Driscoll, well, you are an inspiration to everyone here. It is your friendship that has filled a hole in my life and in my heart. Finally, the most important person. At the end of this month, David and I will celebrate our 28th wedding anniversary. For these past 28 years, we have faced life's challenges together. He has been by my side throughout my Taekwondo journey, always my willing partner. Most of the time, my willing partner. And while at times he has exhibited more humor than dignity, there is no one more compassionate or committed to our family. He is the best thing that has ever happened to me, and I am grateful and honored to have him as my husband. Thank you.